Every drug that changes how you feel does so by hijacking a system evolution built for something else. Opioids mimic endorphins. Cocaine floods your dopamine pathway. The brain was not designed for this. Depressants slow down central nervous system activity. They include alcohol, barbiturates, and opioids. Despite the name, they do not simply make you sad. At low doses, they cause disinhibition and euphoria by suppressing inhibitory control before other functions. Alcohol enhances the effect of GABA, the brain's main inhibitory neurotransmitter, and suppresses glutamate, the main excitatory neurotransmitter. This combination slows neural firing throughout the brain. At high doses, it depresses the brainstem, causing respiratory failure. Opioids, including morphine, heroin, oxycodone, and fentanyl, bind to the brain's endorphin receptors. They produce intense euphoria and pain relief by activating the same receptors endorphins use. Tolerance develops quickly, requiring higher doses for the same effect. Barbiturates are older sedative drugs that also enhance GABA. They have a narrow therapeutic window, meaning the dose that sedates is close to the dose that kills. This danger, combined with benzodiazepine alternatives, has made them rare in modern medicine. Stimulants increase central nervous system activity, elevating heart rate, blood pressure, alertness, and energy. They include caffeine, nicotine, cocaine, amphetamines, and methamphetamine. All stimulants, even mild ones, activate dopamine reward pathways. Caffeine is the world's most widely consumed psychoactive drug. It works by blocking adenosine receptors. Adenosine normally accumulates during wakefulness and induces sleepiness. By blocking adenosine, caffeine prevents that sleepiness signal from reaching the brain. Cocaine blocks the reuptake of dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin, causing these neurotransmitters to accumulate in the synapse. The flood of dopamine produces intense euphoria. The crash as dopamine is finally cleared causes depression and strong craving. Nicotine mimics acetylcholine by binding to nicotinic receptors. It also triggers dopamine release. Nicotine is highly addictive because it is absorbed rapidly into the bloodstream from cigarettes, reaching the brain within seconds. Withdrawal produces irritability, anxiety, and craving. Methamphetamine causes a massive release of dopamine, up to 3 times more than cocaine, and also damages dopamine-producing neurons over time. Long-term use depletes dopamine systems, leaving users unable to feel pleasure from normal activities, a condition called anhedonia. Hallucinogens alter perception, thought, and mood in ways that are not simply intensified versions of normal experience. They include LSD, psilocybin, mescaline, and THC. Most work primarily by affecting serotonin systems, though THC targets cannabinoid receptors. LSD binds to serotonin receptors, particularly the 5-HT2A receptor, disrupting normal sensory processing. It can produce visual hallucinations, synesthesia, and profound alterations in sense of self. Effects last 8 to 12 hours. Physical dangers are low, but psychological risks are significant. THC, the active ingredient in cannabis, binds to cannabinoid receptors in the brain and body. These receptors normally respond to endocannabinoids like anandamide. THC impairs short-term memory formation by disrupting hippocampal function and alters perception of time. Psilocybin, found in certain mushrooms, also acts on serotonin receptors similarly to LSD, but with shorter duration, 4 to 6 hours. Recent clinical trials show promise for treating depression and PTSD. It is currently a Schedule I substance in the United States. Tolerance occurs when repeated drug use causes the brain to adapt, requiring higher doses to achieve the same effect. The brain compensates by reducing receptor sensitivity or number. When the drug is removed, the adapted brain now functions abnormally, producing withdrawal symptoms. Physical dependence means the body requires the drug to function normally. Withdrawal from some depressants, especially alcohol and benzodiazepines, can be life-threatening, causing seizures. Withdrawal from opioids is extremely uncomfortable but rarely fatal. Psychological dependence involves intense craving for a drug without physical withdrawal symptoms. A person may continue using to cope with stress, avoid negative emotions, or because the drug became associated with pleasure cues. Gambling and internet use can also cause psychological dependence. Addiction involves compulsive drug seeking and use despite harmful consequences. The dopamine reward pathway, particularly the nucleus accumbens, is hijacked. Addicted brains show reduced response to normal rewards and hypersensitivity to drug-related cues, making recovery extremely difficult.